Up will be taking pole for the feature. Yarmo will come in on the front row. Gareth in third. Stephen fourth. Matt in fifth. Kai in sixth. Vesser in seventh. Hassel in eighth. M Excited in ninth. Savy will take pole for the sprint. Ninth and 11th. Tony 12th. Casper 13th. Acorn 14th. Yuri 15th. Risky 16th. And Acorn 14th. Yuri 15th. So that is that. We now have a 15-lap sprint before the main race today. So while we wait on that, let's go through the standings, I suppose. If I was smart, I would have these on me immediately, but it's Cam who has the lead with 107 points due to Glock's absence last week. Glock is on 89, Matt 81, Casper on 80, then 75 is Stephen. Then you have a bit more of a jump back to 6 for Gareth on 64. Yuri is in 7th on 44. M. Ryan has 33, Lewis Craig has 32, and Yarm, who only debuted last week, has 31. So watch out for Yarm, I suppose. 2 rounds left tonight, so it can be wrapped up for Cam. His unfortunate qualifying though does not bode well for that, starting 19th for both races, so looking like we will go down to the final round, which will be in Abu Dhabi. But yeah, ZANDVOORT, really difficult track to overtake on. It's a very short straight, just over a kilometre straight. Only Hungary has a small straight for traditional racing circuits. And it's a very technical, high downforce circuit. Title basically gone already. Wouldn't say that, Cam. Wouldn't say that. You have enough of a buffer at this stage. That's stuff to fight for. But Sabi will start us away here for the sprint. 15 laps to come. 20 for the feature. Looking like it's going to be a dry sprint at least. Bit of overcast, but no dark clouds in the sky. It still looks sunny despite the overcast conditions. Just interesting. But yeah, front row Red Bull Juniors, different teams though. We got the High-Tech Asabi and the MP of MX Side. 2 MPs in the top 3, Hassel being third. So could be some good points coming MP's way. So get ready to line up on the grid, and I am going to be begging for a significantly better camera angle. I see cars lining up on the grid. Risky gets his parking wrong. I think that's Matt parking at a very strange angle, I believe. Oh no, it's actually Gareth, but we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we are sprinting in ZANDVOORT. It's a strong start for Staby. He looks to keep the lead to turn 1. It's a horrible start for the P2 man. MXI, he's flying down the field. Vester's sending it. He's made contact with Sabi, and Hassel moves into the lead. Loaded with, there's a Prima on the back row. Steven, that's not going to do him well. He has avoided the wall though, fortunately. I think there's a few cars caught out. Matt, Kai, and Casper being caught out also there. But they're all still running, fortunately. Vester, though, he's looking to get past Sabi again for this twisty part of the track. He's going to try a long way around the outside. Here, that's very difficult to stick outside of turn 6. And he's nailed it, though. They're still making contact. A dive back from Sabi. No love lost for turn 1 from Sabi. Making contact again. Oh, still wheel to wheel. Gareth's going to try to squeeze one through. He's going to look for it here. He's going to have a much better line here. Might try one on Sabi at least. Nudge a bit forward, but Vester gets in his way. They lock wheels again. Almost forced off the track is the Prima Vester. Hassel is just pulling away. No one can find a way through these two. Squabbling. Gareth's going to finally try one round the outside the final corner. And he gets it. Gets ahead of Sabi. Splits the two squabbling duo. Yarmiwal from 9th is up into 5th already. Sabi's looking to get back here. No, Sabi's looking to defend from Yarm actually. And Yarm's got ahead. Yarm up into 4th already after starting 9th. Glock, meanwhile, he's not progressed much. He's only one position gained in the opening lap, stuck behind Knighton at this moment. Where can he stick one? He needs to get ahead of Knighton. He needs to rack up as much points as he can. Due to gas, Cam has gone up to 7th. How have I missed that? So the championship leader is ahead of his main challenger. So he was saying championship is done, and he's ahead of his rival. He's up into 6th now, backing up a load of points in the sprint. He'll need to repeat that, however, when it comes to the feature. He's going to try one on Sabi. Sabi's been falling back. He might have damage with the amount of wheel-to-wheel action he had with Vester at the start. You can see he's a bit slow for the corners. Cam's going to stick one down the inside of the final corner, the bank corner. And he's up into 5th already after starting 19th. But Hassel at the front has a 1.7 second lead from Vester. Gareth is in P3. Yaram charging in 4th. Sabi looking to repass Cam there potentially, but does get it. Glock's got Knighton in the meantime. He's going to try one round the outside on Tony, but no chance that move was going to happen. DRS will be open for the first time in the sprint in a couple corners time. 2 DRS zones on this track. There's someone got off in the background. It's Yarum. He's got horribly wrong. So all the progress he's made in this opening stages has come undone. Back down to where he started now in 9th. Behind the likes of Glock and Cam. That's another position for Cam. Racking up as much points as he can. He's up 15 positions already. Well, a lot of wheel-to-wheel action happening here. I think that's Knight has been hitting the wall. He's lost a bit of his end play, I think, there. Got very tight there. 3 wide through a corner. You struggle to pull one car through at times. Knight will surely be pitting because any downforce loss is massive. There's a few pitting there, actually. Yaron's pit also. Knight is going to carry on despite the wing damage. That's going to hurt him a lot. Yaron pitted. It's gone horribly wrong for him in half a lap. Meanwhile, Vesta keeps P2, but he's losing time to Hassel. 3 times that lap. Yellow flag in sector 1. I think that must have been Yuri who's had an issue. Looks like sector 1. It's Casper, actually. Casper's had something happen to him. He's lost his end plates, so he's clearly kept a wall somewhere. He's going to be trundling to the pits. Sabi, though, he's lost a load of places there. So he back up to 10th, though, quickly. A lot of drivers struggling in this very difficult circuit. We'll get 3 wide here. No, no! Lewis Craig, how has he not found the wall there? Into his teammate, and Acorn somehow doesn't find the wall, though. Keeps it running, but he's out of the points at this stage. Meanwhile, go to the front. Cam might be looking to get on this podium. Starting 19th, and on lap 5, could he be going for P3. He's going to set one down the inside of Gareth. Gareth's going to try to fight this one, but Cam surely has it. They're going to keep fighting. They almost touch. They do touch that time. But Cam up into P3 now. Imagine if he wins this from 19th on the grid. What if he could do this in 5 laps? What can he do in 20 in the feature? Nico looking like a cork of the ball at the moment, dropping from 9 to Goose. Great choice, an advantageous move on Sabi. Sabi, who started this race on pole. Wasabi, actually. I call him Sabi in tier 2. Wasabi, who was pole for this race, is down to 12 already. Two contrasting fortunes happening here. Cam storming through the field while Sabi's falling down for him. Matt's up to 13th, trying for on a recovery mission here after a lap 1 incident. Meanwhile, down the inside goes, so Stephen tangles with Ryan there, and this contact as Sabi catches up to him. I don't think there's damage, so we'll square on. But every lap there's something happening in this little stadium section here. Meanwhile, back, Cam might be looking for P2 now off Vester. Vesta just lets it happen, it seems. Knows Cam is not his race, so just accepts it, trying to hold on for the podium. Now Cam, can he catch up to Hassel? Oh, Stephen, I think, has had a problem. No, he hasn't. Law wheel 2 action here with him and Sabi. Gets down the inside of turn 3. Moves himself up to 11th. Sabi going for a white line here. That might let Matt through though. No, he's quick on the trial. This Wasabi. Bit of field spray happened here. Acorn pushing the pack back a bit at this stage. Stephen trying to make the move every corner. That's Acorn, no, off the track. Rode the curb there. That has cost him massively, down to 15th. Yuri gets a free second time penalty for track limits. Sabi's looking to go up to 11th here on Matt. Cuts the corner completely. That'll leave him vulnerable to NA9. Here comes NA9 trying to run around the outside of the final corner on Wasabi. Wasabi's cutting that door off, but there'll be DRS on the Campos. Nothing for the high tech. It's down to turn 1. This surely should be the move for NA9, and it is. And Acorn tries to follow through, almost putting the wall there. He's still going to fight this wheel to wheel. Down to turn 3. Very different lines you could take here, so they'll be drag racing down this mini section. They'll be smacking each other again. Somehow don't spin. They almost make contact again. Acorn looks to be clear of Wasabi there. Kailu's Craig just behind. Now up to Glock. Glock is trying it on Gareth. Glock might be looking for the podium here. Brilliant move there. If he can stick it, it's not actually fully stuck yet. He'll need to fight this on the braking, but surely has to. But no, Gareth's not making this easy. He's fighting this as hard as he can. Ryan the curb a bit there. There's a spin. It's MXI gone there, but Glock is up into 4th now and has one more car before the podium. He'll have DRS on the Prima of Vesser, but he's going to be too far back for a move. Meanwhile, Gareth has some speed in a straight line. Is he going to send it? No. Things better, but we're only halfway through this sprint race. Just to note that a lot happening. Already Cam's in DRS now of Hassel. So expect him to move to the lead next lap surely. Meanwhile, Glock's going to go for the podium right now. He's not going to wait for some DRS, but Vesta's going to fight this as his contact. Gareth, how was he? There is so many times the car should have been out of this race, but somehow he's not even spun it. What a save by Gareth. The tight natures of the Zandvoort circuit really showcasing themselves here. Everyone's getting tangled, trying to look for the moves. Glock though, is he going to try one down the inside into the chicane? Thinks of it, but Vester, close that door. This yellow flag sector 2, it's MXite again, who's had a spin. Tires just not in their operating window anymore. It's the front row having bad races. The front row in this race was MXite and Wasabi, and they're down with 17th and 20th. Meanwhile, the man who started this, Tev, who was signed for feature on pole, looking for the podium. Vest is going to fight as hard as he can. Deep on the brakes there, trying to keep Glock behind, but he can do nothing about that. Glock is up into the podium. Meanwhile, his championship rival, the championship leader, who started this in 19th, is very close to taking the lead of this sprint race. 4.2 seconds ahead of Glock, which is not what he was thinking after qualifying. Had a lap invalidated, and which in one stop qualified means you are starting from the back. But he's made up for that qualifying mistake definitely here in the sprint. Feature might be a different story with the pit stops. We'll see if it is, but Cam not ahead yet. About to start lap 10, and this should be the move for the top step of the podium. DRS already on the dams. Castle's going to defend this as hard as he can, but there's nothing he can do unless he's really late on the brakes. But Cam is up into the lead, 19th to 1st. What a sprint he is having. Garth and Vester still going at it here. This has been a tale of the entire race, you think, but Garth finally gets his man over, does he? You think he has it at this stage, surely. Yeah, Garth finally gets ahead of Vester. You know, a bit feels for happening here. Mini train with Knight and Stephen and Tony, and Ryan and Matt just behind that themselves. Can Hassel do anything about Cam? Does he have the pace to keep P2 from Glock also? Glock gaining rapidly here. As I had DRS for that time round. The extra point just off this exit here. Will he be within a second? I think he has it. So that'll help Hassel in keeping this P2. You can see how quick Cam is through these corners. But this little dose of DRS just will push him further and further away. Meanwhile, I think Knighton's had an issue. Wasabi's had a 3-second time penalty. It's a pole to forget for Wasabi. To forget for himself at MXite, unfortunately. Acorn and Kai have a go at it. Lewis Craig going to try this one on Kai. He'll have the inside line for turn 3. Kai tries to squeeze him as much as he can, but Lewis Craig's so much better with the throttle. But Kai had that wide line, so he got the speed quicker, and he keeps 13th from Lewis. Now Glock gaining rapidly on Hassel. He'll have a chance at the closest stage to get this P2. Went flying there momentarily, I'm pretty sure. With the way he went on the brakes there. Hard and mouth moment there. A mildly airborne car. Matt Antoni, a spin, I think, for MXite again. Matt right now looking for P7. Taking it off Tony. The PHM pulls out. Down the inside of turn 1, and Matt is up into 7th. Tony will try as he may, but looks to be that. Meanwhile, these trios still squabbly. Acorn, Kai, and Lewis for 12th. Acorn, if he... Oh, twitchy there. Kai bit twitchy there. Meanwhile, Glocksville again. DRS of Hassel. That's a Campos. I think it's risky. Full spin there. I'm excited. Another spin for him as well. Missing an end play. Surely a spit at this stage. The amount of downforce you need on this track. Glock's gonna have DRS on Hassel. Hassel's gonna have to defend for 3 laps if he wants his 2nd place. DRS open well early now in Zandvoort. Hassel's gonna try defend again. Glock's gonna take the outside line. Hassel push a bit wide. Push him into the gravel. Glock almost spins there, just saves it. Enough of the gap behind to keep him from dropping a position. That could be a serious inquiry. I'm not too sure about the spacing left there, but Glock, he's not lost massively there. 1.5 seconds back. He should get back in DRS for the final lap anyway. We have one more chance to get this P2 off Hassel. Nothing else really happening. Lower points, and Marine, Speed 9th and NA9. This Frio, as per usual, just scrapping away. He's gone a bit wide in the Kai for a half second. Look to throw one down the inside there. It should be ill-advised because the detection point's right there, so you would just go re-passed easily. Yeah, in 3 seconds. Yeah, of course, starting P2 for the sprint. Got caught up in an instant early on, had to pit for some new tires. That's less tires for him to use also. Glock now back into DRS of Hassel. That's just causing him a bit of hassle the last time he went for the move. Where can he go for now? He'll have 1 lap to go for it. So we're on the penultimate lap. A lap and a half to go here in the sprint. You won't go for it here anyway, I'm assuming. So we get a lovely helicopter cam. The camera's been nice for once, apart from the start, making up for the horrible cameras at the start. So we go on to the last lap. Who is going to be second? Cam looks to have this nailed down. But who... We're assuming it's these two on the podium. Let's see how it is. But what order will they be in? We go on to the final lap. Who's going to take P2 here? Glock's much closer than he was the last time he tried to move. Hassel does the same defense as he's always done. Cuts that off completely on Glock. But Glock might try one down the inside. Almost made contact there on the curbs. There'll be one last chance for Glock to get this P2. That'll be into the chicane. The next point's about to come here. Half a second. Gox. Oh, he's had a really poor corner there. He needs to get much closer. He's made up a couple of times. It's going to be a launch by Glock if he wants his P2. He's seen his championship rival. He's going to be extending his lead, but by how much? So it'll be a drag race to the line for second. But meanwhile, the man who said his championship was gone after qualifying started the sprint from P19, storms through the field till Wayne Cam wins the sprint out here. Meanwhile, who's going to be P2? It's going to be drag race to the line, but Hassel's just going to keep P2 from Glock. 700s in the end. Gareth with 4th, Vesser in 6th with Stephen right behind in 6th, Matt in 7th. Tony is going to take 8th. M. Ryan in 9th. 19 just keeps 10th from NA9. Yarm recovers to 12th to 13th. Acorn takes 12th. Kai 14th. Casper 15th. Lewis Craig 16th. Wasabi, who started from pole, is only going to take 17th. Meanwhile, battle for P18th. It's not over. It's going to be risky on pens. Curry with a bit of end plate damage there. They're still going to fight this anyway. Risky, who'll have 18th anyway. He'll take it on track by the looks of things here. No, and they've crashed on the final corner. Risky takes 18th in interesting circumstances. Yuri lives home to 19th. And MX Side, who was on the front row, is missing a front wing completely and finishes us off in 20th. So Cam recovers to win the sprint out. Hassel takes 2nd. Glock takes 3rd. Garfin 4th. Vesser in 5th. O'Steve in 6th. Matt in 7th. Tony 8th. M. Ryan in 9th. Knighton in 10th. LA9 11th. Acorn 12th. Yaram in 13th. Kai in 14th. Casper 15th, Lewis Craig in 16th, Wasabi 17th, Risky in 18th, Yuri in 19th, and MX finishes off. And we just wait to get underway with the sprint. It'll be Glock. Start us off from pole with Yarm just alongside him. Cam will once again have to start from 19th, but if he was able to take the lead in 9 laps in the sprint, let's see if he can repeat that fate in the feature. He'll have 5 more laps to try that anyway, this time around. So we just get ready for the sprint. Just waiting out for everyone to make their strategy choices. Of course, you actually have strategy choices in the feature. Only 2 tires to pick from. But you have to stop and use both tires at some point during the feature race. But we're about to get underway with the formation lap, and we do have 21 drivers in, so most drivers ever in a VSL race with 21, with Jack Craig joined us for the feature. And everyone's going for the same strategy, everyone on the hards as opposed to the softs. So we'll be waiting a while for some pit stops anyway. Jack Craig, the lone trident in tonight, finally having a trident in this series. So let's have an appreciative look at the trident, because this might be the only time we see a trident. So yeah, Glock, start us off from the front, looking to close the gap. I'm excited to say we make contact. The front row for the sprint have had a coming together by the looks of things. So championship wise, it can be wrapped up. I will need a calculator to wrap it to figure this out. Kind of. I am trying to figure out the maths of this, unfortunately. Figure this out at the end, I guess. So the max you can get in a weekend is 38. So if Cam has a 38-point lead when this is over, he is champion. 39 points. If he has a 39-point lead when this is over, he will be champion. So yeah, he can wrap it up. I need a lot of things to go his way, but they did go his way in the sprint anyway. We once get this horrific camera angle. Sky and Casper missed the grid slot, unfortunately, for the Carlins. But here comes Jack Craig to park it up, as hopefully we get a significantly better camera angle. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we're away for the feature here in ZANDVOORT. Glock's got off well. Gareth might try one round the outside. Stephen tries to sit one down the inside, but it's all clean at the front, looking all clean throughout the field anyway. Say that Red Bull car almost goes off completely, but Glock's maintained the lead from Yarm. Gareth loses a bit touch just there. Stephen see if he could try anything there. Camps up a couple of positions at the back, but nothing like the sprint race anyway. As onto the grass is Vester there, I think. Taking an unconventional line through that section there, but he's kept the car on the track. But Yarm and Glock looking to pull away early doors from Gareth and the rest of the field, almost breaking the 1 second gap at this stage. So Stephen and Matt will need to get the moves done quickly to not be dropped off completely from these, as Knighton and Vest are going to go for it down into the chicane. Knight's going to try break late. The gap disappears completely though for Knighton, so he'll have to stick himself in P10. Meanwhile, Cam up to 15, 4 positions gained on the opening lap. He'll need to get these done quickly before he gets stuck in a DRS train. Meanwhile, there is a 1.2 second gap separates second from third already. Cam might try one, but there's no space because Yuri and MXide are fighting in front of him, so he's stuck behind these two for the time being. That's just going to push him further away. He's going to try an audacious move around the outside of Yuri. He might get this one. We'll see this be drag race down this little roller coaster section. He releases space and he loses the place. Up to 14th now is Cam. And exciting, the next one on his list. Yarm's been dropped by Glock. Just out of that 1 second gap. Going back in it, but Gareth being the cork in the bottle at this stage by the looks of things. Using touch with Yarm and Glock. Stephen looking to get this move done quickly. DRS will be enabled in this lap now. Glock just pulling away. Stephen, though, he's gaining, he's pulling out the switch. He's going to see if he can try something around Gareth. What we saw with the sprint, Gareth is not easy to pass. He will defend. So we'll have to wait for DRS. Will Stephen before getting this move done. Cam now has MXI. They're going wheel to wheel for this little bit. That's a big contact. Oh, it's MXI that's around. But there was contact there. Then maybe Stewart's inquiries over that. We'll see about that. Looked like they were rubbing. Thought that was Cam for a second around. But MXI, who had a sprint to forget, is down at the back in the feature now. So we have DRS for the first time in this race. And so Stephen, he backs out. He's going to wait for the main straight to make this move. Matt having to be a bit cautious there. Was not expecting Stephen to break as early as he did. But Stephen's had a horrible run through this banking now, so might be Matt getting the move on Gareth and Stephen here. Stephen's looking to survive, but he's nowhere near to make the move on Gareth. And Matt stays behind the Prima. Cam now up to 12. He's going to try to stick one to the inside Casper, but can't do that. And Acorn might go repass him, and he has. They're going wheel to wheel, Acorn and Cam. Let's go down the hill there, Casper. Not Casper, Cam keeps ahead, keeps at P12. Slowly making progress here. Of course, it's a different game to feature when you have to consider strategy. Add 5 extra laps. Casper and Tony swapping positions for the top 10. See, we're going to try it this time round. Stephen gets his braking wrong. Matt almost goes by him, but very wide on exit. Kai, we can see if there's anywhere to put his Carlin. Meanwhile, Matt's going to try with down the inside. Desperately trying to get ahead of the Prima. They'll be drag racing it again, and Kai's going to get himself involved here. Matt's going to stick one down the inside of the Prima. Gets it, but Stephen's going to do the switch back on him, so they'll be wheel to wheel a bit longer now. And Stephen keeps the P4, and they've dropped through Gareth. So frustration for the PHM. Oh, he's significantly quick. He's going to try to go down the inside. It's going to be advantageous. They rub wheels a bit, but he's ahead. Up into P4 now. Now he has to chase after Gareth. Yeah, I'm not making any impressions on Glock's lead at the moment. Matt now he's going to be vulnerable down this straight because Stephen will have DRS and Matt won't. So will Stephen try to repass Stephen, though very poor through these final corners. Banking corners, he just does not get the entrance well. Well, he's gaining massively, but I don't think it'll be close enough for the move. No, he's not. So he's still behind that. Though does need to get within DRS of Gareth up ahead. Does not want to be forced into defensive moves. Snyder might be trying to advantage move here, but things better off it. Cam on Casper though. Cam's going to look to put himself into the top 10. Fighting Casper here. 2 Red Bull cars. Casper keeps the position for now. Casper going to try 7-1. Very unusual corner for a move to be made. Casper just keeps the position still. DRS is there now for Cam, so Cam might have this move now into the chicane. Casper's still going to defend this one though. Casper going to try it down the inside, but Casper doing a great job here defending. Holding back the championship lead, who rides the curb there, unsettles the car. But will now surely have this move on Casper with DRS now on. Yellow flag, it's Speed Risky who's had a moment. Meanwhile, Cam looking to put himself into P10, but Casper still defending this and they make contact. Cam has gone ahead, but there was contact there. Wonder if there'll be any words about that. As meanwhile, Acorn spins into the wall, somehow doesn't get damage from that. He's lost a bit of his front wing, but lucky to still be in this race. Meanwhile, Matt still ahead of Steven. He's getting a couple tenths a lap on Gareth, but not enough. Kai's clearly had a moment because he's dropped significantly from the other two. Glock also pulling more away, putting the foot down. Yellow flag sector 1, that is Acorn, I believe. Cam into P10, looking at Knighton and Vesser as his next duo. Matt's just going to miss DRS again. So this is going to be Steven's last chance to get by him at this stage of the race. As Acorn's retired, this could be a safety car. And it's not going to be a safety car or a VSC. Kai's jumped into the pits expecting it to be. There's a... must be Risky's had a moment, I think. Surprised there was no intervention there with Acorn's DNF. Steven's still behind. You know, Cam, he's gained the position due to Kai pitting. Oh, he's made contact with Knighton. Went into the wall, losing a bit of his front wing. That might be referred to the stewards by Cam. Very aggressive move there, and putting Knighton in the wall. Cam not having as good of a race as the sprint. He's still making the moves, but they're not as rapid and clean as they were in the sprint, as you've seen a couple cars switching there. While Cam goes for easy. Yarm's in the pits. He's the first of the front runners to pit. Will Cam get this move on Vesser? He does. Easy move, gets it well before the braking. Meanwhile, Matt's back in DRS of Gareth. That will protect him from Steven. No hassle. Pulling away. Cam just there. So Risky's had a moment into the wall. It's a VSC. That was what Logan Sargent did, I'm pretty sure. Just a VSC though. No full safety car yet. So make sure your delta is down. You do not want a drive-through. You do not want to get a drive-through in this race. Will anyone pit this stage? There's a 12-second gap between Gareth and Glock. I don't think it was that big. Glock stays out. Will any of these pit? Oh, late decision as Stephen does decide to pit. Very slow with it anyway, so anything he was getting was probably gone there. Meanwhile, Cam is pitting. Cheap pit stop for Cam. DRS is enabled, so it's all full cheap stop for him. And he gets held a bit there by Stephen. They'll be close to a couple cars on pit exit. It's contact in the background. Jesus, so excited to Jack Craig. Oh, they're coming out into so much traffic here. Cold tires also. I'm excited trying to get ahead of old Stephen there. Is it for track position? Not for track position this. We'll see if it's come out into a horrible gaggle of cars. You need to clear them quickly to help his race. As you see, look how Yarm has got. Oh, Stephen's cleared Jack Craig already. Cam's getting ahead of. Looks like Cam's going to try to set one down the inside of Jack Craig. But Jack's having none of this. He's not going to make it easy, even though he's on the H tires. He's not part of his race, but he's going to race him as if he's such. Stephen doesn't go for the move on Lewis. Stephen ahead. As he gets the move on. As Cam quick falls through, Cam's going to try to go around the outside to make contact, lock wheels a bit. Cam goes into the gravel. He's going to lose a couple positions there. Tags Jack. Jack's not going to be a fan of that. So Cam loses a bit of touch here. Stuck behind significantly slower cars. It was all over the place there. It'll be funny going through this roller coaster-esque section. Lewis is keeping the position. These cars all over the place. This Cam once again is going to try an audacious move. Cam gets the move done, but he's lost 2 seconds to Stephen through all of that. Scott pits from the lead. Where does Scott come out? Does he come out ahead? He should come out ahead of Cam despite pitting on the green conditions. As Yaram gets ahead of Glock, so Glock's lost out his lead. But he's crucially kept ahead of Cam. Significantly put himself in clean air anyway. As Yar's going to catch up tonight in a bad time, that'll push a bit to Glock, so Glock could quickly get past again for the net lead. So Matt leads from Gareth and Knighton, Yuri, M. Ryan, NA9, MXI and WhatsApp. The other ones yet to pin this race. Yarm's made no problem of Knighton though. Which is not what Glock needs. He'll get DRS off Knighton though, which will be good for him because he wouldn't be expecting to move here as he gained so much here. He'll need to clear Knighton ASAP here, which I'm sure he is intending on doing. He's got DRS. Will he try one around the final corner? So will he play safe and wait for the straights? He's got a few laps, 3 laps spare tyres in Yarm, so he has that bit of a buffer with performance. And he gets ahead of Knighton. I don't think Knighton will fight this. He doesn't. A couple of pairs in the background. So Cam moving himself up. He's net 4th at the moment by looks of things. Sets the fastest lap. Seven laps to come before this race is over. Stephen catching Yuri at a bad time. That push him into Cam a bit. Yuri stuck behind, goes into the grass, loses all the momentum there, brings Cam right onto his gearbox. You'll have to worry about Cam as soon as he gets ahead of Yuri. He's gonna go for it now, so Stephen, before the DRS they make contact, somehow don't spin. Cam's trying to find a way through also. There's no DRS on the Prema. There's DRS on the Van Amersfoort, so he'll fight this. Will Yuri on Cam, but Cam makes easy work. No, he doesn't. They make contact. Lots of contact for Cam here. Matt pits from the lead, so Gareth inherits the lead. Cam looking to get ahead of Stephen. It's going to be an easy move for him surely, but will Stephen try break late here? He half thinks so. Yuri has 5 seconds of speeding, but Cam is up into a net 3rd, just behind his championship rival Glock. Matt's fallen massively here. He's down to 8th. Pin on the greens has hurt him massively. Yellow flag, and I think that is Jack. Jack has had a moment, smacks the wall, trying to recover. This Glock right behind Yarum. Needs to clear him, needs to put as much, needs to get as much points on Cam today. Will he try it into the chicane? They're going to touch wheels a bit there. They're going to go wheel to wheel. Glock gets ahead of Yarum. But Yarum will have DRS on the main straight. So could be more issues for him. Gaining rapidly on Gareth anyway. Will Yarum play smart and wait? So that's into the pits goes Gareth. So it's a straight up racing now. Glock retakes the lead of the race. Yarm's right behind him. Free lap all the tyres, so we'll see how much that hurts him. There's a lap car coming out. But Jack Ray keeps well out of the way. He's golden anyway, so he can't really directly interfere anyway. Cam moves himself back into the up into the podium spots. 8 seconds off Yarum, and Stephen is right behind him. So it's not a nailed on podium for Cam just this moment. Meanwhile, Yarum dropping back significantly from Glock. The tyre age kicking in at this stage. Yarum's going to struggle at these closest stages of the race. Acorns left us actually retired earlier, so that's probably why. Stephen can do Glock a massive paper here and knock Cam off the podium. Hopefully he's benefiting from the VSC pitting under it, having a cheaper pit stop, losing less time than the rest, moving ourselves up into this position. Stephen half a second behind Cam. He'll be too far to try and move here, but he'll just sit behind him by this time to force a mistake from the Dams driver. Glock pulling away at this stage, looking to have this race win nailed on. Matt trying to get use of his fresher tyres, opted to stay out behind the VSC. So he sacrificed track position for tyre performance. Jack Craig gets himself a 3-second time penalty for track limits. But Matt's going to try one down the inside on Kai. Kai doesn't even fight it, but Kai will have DRS down this small DRS straight. So will Kai try and get the repass done here? Be ill-advised with 6-lap older tyres. But that's just my opinion. But no, he doesn't go for the fight there. So Casper is the next target for Matt. No, Steven's still there with Cam, 6 tenths behind this time around, but still within the DRS, which is crucial. Wasabi gets himself 3 seconds. As does Lewis Craig. The flag sector one, that's Jack Craig, lapped runner, having a moment. MXI gets himself 3 seconds. Scott gets checked out. This stage, Yaram looking to have enough in the tank to keep his P2. He's only got 1 lap older than Cam, so the difference won't be as evident. Cam though more worried about keeping the P3 than gaining the P2. 3 more laps after this one. Steven still in the mirrors of Cam. Yeah, just a bit. It's just too far back to try the move on Cam. That's running out of time to get this podium. P5 might be the best he can achieve here. Still got a few attempts to gain before he gets in DRS of Casper. Steven still trying to spoil Cam's recovery party. 19th to 1st in the sprint, 19th to 3rd in the feature. But Steven's looking to make that 19th to 4th. Will still be a great job from Cam after the qualifying. But there'll just be a bit of taste from losing the podium. Well, Hassel gets ahead of Kai. Garrett's going to follow quickly. And now with DRS, as Steven's closer than he has been before actually. Cam's going defensive here. We're on the penultimate lap here. Cam keeps the place on Steven. Matt stays behind Casper here. We might try a switch back here potentially. Gareth is up into 7th. Guess we'll try round turn 3 and get the foot down, but Casper reads that well, but Matt just has significantly better performance here on the tyres. He's going to have the inside line for the long right-hander. Casper's going to try and fight as well as he can, but the tyre performance just shows itself there. Matt finds himself up into P5. The only guy that looks to need to be settled on this final lap is the podium. Will it be Cam or will it be Steven? Glock looking to take a 10-second win here from Yaram. FX after 2. That's just Jack Craig being lapped. As we start the final lap with these guys. Clock started a while back, but going to the final lap, who's going to be on the podium? Will it be Cam or will it be Stephen? As what? What's happened there? Cam and Stephen have been disqualified. They pit on the you can't pit on the VSC in F2. Yeah, that's a rule. You can't pit on the VSC in F2. Oh no, that's gonna change the championship completely. I think that is a rule. You can't do your mandatory pit stop behind VSC in F2. So Glock might be retaking the championship lead going to the final race on a technicality. It's been a phenomenal drive from him anyway, taking nothing away from here. Glock will keep the championship alive going into Abu Dhabi. Glock wins it in Zandvoort. Yaram slows himself down just to get some celebration and soak in the moment. Yaram will take P2 and Matt will take a podium. Gareth will take 4th from Hassel. Casper gets 10-6. Kai will take 6th. It's going to be a big drag race to the line for the rest. Tony will keep 7th. Yuri's going to drop down. M. Ryan's up to 8th. NA9 is 9th. Knighton is 10th. Yuri is 11th. Lewis Craig crossed the line in 12th. M. Excited is 15th. Casper speeds in the pits because why not? And Sabi will finish us off, being the last one on the lead lap. And we'll take P15. Or 14 actually, maybe. Yeah, 14th for Sabi. Very, very confusing end, unfortunately, to that. So there we go, Glock. So Glock wins the feature from Yaron P2, Matt in 3rd, Gara 4th, Hassel 5th, Kai in 6th, Tony 7th, M. Ryan 8th, NA9 in 9th, Knighton in 10th, Yuri in 11th, Lewis Craig 12th, MXI 13th, Sabian 15th, Casper 15th, Jack Reagan 16th. We lost Risky and Acorn and Vesser, Cam and O'Steven pit on the VSC. And yep, from what I'm seeing, that is going to stand in the qualifications. So championship wise, I will need a calculator, but I think Glock's retaking the lead. It'll be tight. Actually, no, he definitely has. Where did Glock finish in the sprint, actually? It's going to be tight anyway going into the finale. Matt's going to definitely be involved in that. Gareth might just be. I think that's knocked Stephen out though, unfortunately. But we have a title decider anyway next week in Abu Dhabi. So until then, see you next week, same time as usual, and good luck.